Oh, yeah, I'm live. I decided why not do this live. And so let me see how I can share this screen with you here. Okay, but also I want to share my. Oh, okay, awesome. I guess you can see me as well. Yay, this is my first YouTube stream. Live streaming, that's where it's at. Okay, so, okay, let's see. Okay, so we can review April 20th. I will start with this one. Nestle has created their own nutritional science research company. Sounds amazing, huh? We can see where it's going already. Our growth goals from Nestle. We want people to live their healthiest lives through nutrition rooted in science. And I must say, this is really a great, effective business strategy, right? Because if you are going to study your own products, like, how is it not clear that there's a 100% conflict of interest? It's just a very great, very good, effective business strategy. It's like these big food companies treat us like we're idiots. I'm really getting tired of it. Like, why are we tolerating this? On to the next one. Here's this excerpt from a study from 2017. Eating habits affect skin's protection against sun. And you can see here it says sunbathers may want to avoid midnight snacks before catching some rays. Sunbathers, huh? It's a separate category of people. Like people who are hanging outside, they should really pay attention to when they're eating because other people don't need to really pay attention, right? As such a, it's like we're separating people into these categories, whereas actually sunbathers, I'm saying here, is a group of people who get it, right? Nature when is where we can get healthy and keep healthy. If we disconnect from nature, we cannot be healthy. It's as simple as that. So this study says eat at night may be not a good idea. It suggests that late night eating could downgrade skin protein that repairs UV damage and protects skin from the sun, and also seems to affect about 10% of genetic expression in skin. So this Utah Southwestern Medical Center recommends that if you're going to expose your skin to ultraviolet radiation from the sun, you should eat a circadian friendly diet. So basically eat when the sun is out, when it's daylight. Eating in daylight, yeah, who would have thought, right? Eat when the sun is out and don't eat when it's not. Like, we need studies to do this. Okay, well, whatever it takes to get people healthier, it's okay. Yesterday, Tucker Carlson was on Joe Rogan, and they started with this interesting topic, and then they switched to debating, like, how come Amish people are healthier than normal American people? Like, how come Amish are healthier and happier? Yeah. Well, one thing they didn't discuss, it was all locked into a conversation about technology. But the one thing they did discuss is that Amish people, they actually spend time outside, whereas most other American people are on technology, sitting indoors, right? So this is a clear, I mean, at least to me, it's clear as day. But yeah, at least they're bringing it up. So Kate Shanahan, who I respect deeply, although her spiel is about seed oils, ancestral diets, and I haven't seen her looking into circadian rhythms and light, but maybe yet, because she's a smart lady. I hope she comes around. So she's posted this. We can count on the folks at Harvard to try to scare us away from nutrients like sodium and chloride. We need these ions in our bloodstream and in our food. They act as antioxidants. Lowering blood pressure by cutting salt elevates stress hormones, according to a review called blah blah, doesn't matter. Lowering blood pressure by avoiding junk food, processed foods, and vegetable oils could save your life. Yeah, so the tip of the day from Harvard Health, listen up. Don't put any salt on your food for 2 days. That short break can help reset your taste buds. Wow, deep science from Harvard, huh? So these Harvard scientists will not tell you that sunlight lowers blood pressure through the action of the ultraviolet light, these frequencies that release nitric oxide in our blood vessels and thus dilate the blood vessels, and your blood pressure goes down. No, just stop eating salt, right? You don't need those electrolytes. Like sometimes I think that this institutions are just trying to kill us. Seriously, it's just very interesting. So I thought this was interesting here. This is the plate of a school meal in Rome, Italy, basically a tray, right? So we see here some grapes, we see some bread, we see tomato, mozzarella, basil, yummy. I think this is a piece of fish with some greens, arugula, and some pasta. So it says here that 96% of Rome school meals are made from scratch, and 80% of the ingredients, the vast majority, are organic. Nice, huh? 150,000 meals a day at 740 schools contain local produce from menus that reflect the seasonality of crops grown in the region. That's interesting. That's like, I guess this is the best we could do, right? I mean, kids do consume deuterium and do well with it because deuterium grows things. So I don't mind having here, a piece of bread and some pasta, as long as they're organic, because we don't want any glyphosate, especially in our children, right? So this looks yummy. This looks fresh. If it's organic, even better. And I am confident that the kids can deal with this amount of pasta and bread, especially because they're getting this protein here, the greens and veggies are seasonal. It looks amazing to me. And if you know me, I'm not in favor of grains at all. But again, kids can tolerate more deuterium than adults because deuterium makes us grow. So when we reach the age of 2022, it's probably not a good idea to load up on deuterium anymore, because the growth processes kind of stop at that point. But I think they can handle all this. Also, grapes, lots of fructose and deuterium in it. So that's fine. It's all local and regional and seasonal. So the sun yield, solar yield, corresponds to the amount of deuterium in these foods. So kids can tolerate it. Looks amazing. Go Italy. Oh, I lost my. Okay, let's find it again. All right. So the next one, just for fun, I saw people eating pomegranate like this, like how he's gonna open it up, and I wasn't sure how they do it because I always make a mess when I cut a pomegranate. But this is amazing. Look what he's doing now. Just a second, one more second, and here we go. All these pieces are separated into clean cuts. Love it. So next time I get a pomegranate, which will be probably in October, because that's when season starts here in Spain for pomegranate, I will try this trick. Looks very nice. Here are some staggering numbers on excess deaths from you know what. And this is a member of the European Parliament and former judge. From his name, it looks like he must be, I'm not sure. Eastern European country, explains the horrifying statistics. Excess mortality. So have a look. Oh, okay, he's from Croatia. Croatia 14.6, Italy 24, Portugal 28, Greece 31, Spain 36.9. So 37% excess mortality. Whereas the least vaccinated countries in Europe have the lowest excess mortality: Romania, Bulgaria, very low ones. So yeah, my comment to this is like, this is very sad, but I'm not surprised, because 90% of population here where I live right now in Spain rolled up their sleeves obediently. So, and that's why the numbers are so high. Makes sense. Here's a post from Dr. Cruz. If you look at a spectroscope and measure the light frequencies that come through the modern glass, and if this glass contains argon, if they're filled with argon, it will be even worse than shown here. But basically, light through the glass, sunlight through the glass is not sunlight. So if you work at home or in an office next to a window and it's closed, you're getting worse light than you would have gotten if you sat not in that light at all, because the glass, it filters out the helpful frequencies of light and lets through the not so helpful frequencies of light. So blue light has no effect. The glass doesn't filter it out, so you get all the blue light. But 30 to 60% red light and infrared light is blocked. So there is no opposition to that blue light. It comes in unfiltered, which is a problem. And UVB is completely blocked, and partially UVA is blocked. So yeah, it's not a good idea to sit near a window that is closed with modern glass, because old glass, if you go like to an old place and this thin old glass, it is much better. What you have to do is just crack it open, just a little crack, because sunlight or light in general has this property of expanding. So even just cracking open the window resolves this issue, so it doesn't become a problem anymore. So yeah, most people unfortunately don't know this, and this is very, very important, because you can become blue light toxic just by being inside with the windows closed. Not fun. And the last one is Andrew Huberman is going to interview a world expert from Stanford who researches adolescent and teen risk-taking behaviors and how that relates to adult habits, health, and mental health. And what questions would you like him to ask? And it was kind of funny that Dr. Cruz submitted this question of how does blue light affect behavior via the habeneuler nucleus in the brain? So on this Dr. Cruz trolling Dr. Huberman, I'm gonna end this stream. And yeah, I should really hang out more on Twitter, on X, and make these sessions longer, because it's fun and I think it's informative. And if you guys like it, please comment. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. But yeah, I'll try to spend more time here preparing for these streams. And I'll see you next time.